To begin, chain 5, one, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and in this first stitch here, put a double crochet, chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Still in this first stitch here of the 5, put a double crochet like this, chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In this first stitch here, once again put a double crochet. This is the first stitch of the 5 chains. Repeat this process until you have 26 double crochets, or these spaces. There should be 26. I'm through with my 26 double crochets, all these spaces here. For round 2, chain 1, turn your work like this, and let these curves face up, or the chains face up. Put a single crochet in this space, chain 2, then put a 2 double crochet cluster into this space. That means we are putting 2 double crochets together. Then make 1 picot, that is, you chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you slip stitch in the first chain you've made here of the 3, in the first one here. Again, put 2 double crochets together in the same space here. Chain 1. In the next space here, we do the same that we've done here. You put 2 double crochets together. Make 1 picot, this small picot here. You chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then slip stitch in the first chain of the 3, 1, 2, 3, this first one right here, and again put 2 double crochets together in this same space. So you're going to continue like this for this round. I'm going to show you one more time what to do. You chain 1, get to the next space, and put 2 double crochets together. Make 1 picot, that is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch in the first chain here of the 3, 1, 2, 3, here, slip stitch. Again in this very space, put 2 double crochets together. Okay, please continue doing this. You make these 2 double crochets together, a picot, 2 double crochets together in the same space, chain 1, and then do the same in the next space. Continue until the end of the round. Finalizing with round 2, again with the cluster. There is this one space here, the first chain. You put a double crochet here, round 3, you chain 1, turn your work, put a single crochet in this space here, chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, then put a double crochet in this first chain of the 4 chains we've made right here, and that makes a Y stitch like that. In the next space here, you're going to put a treble crochet. That is, you yarn over 2 times, 1 and 2, insert your hook in the space, pull through, you yarn over and pull through the first 2, pull through the 2 and finalize with the 2 loops. We are making a Y chain. You chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and put a double crochet in this first stitch here, or loops of the treble crochet you've made. In the next space, put a treble crochet, 1, 2, and then finish it up with a Y stitch. That is, you chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and put a double crochet in this stitch here. You're going to continue this round with this Y till the end of the row. I am finalizing with round 3. Putting that in between here. Make the Y stitch. For the next round, chain 5, turn your work, single crochet 1 in this space here, the Y stitch, put 1 double crochet in this next stitch here, make a picot, that is chain 3, and slip stitch in the first chain of the 3, this one, put another double crochet in this space here, in this very space, so that means 2 double crochets in the space. Make another picot, chain 3, 2, 3, and slip stitch in this first chain of the 3 stitches. Then again we make 1 double crochet in this stitch here, right here, and make a picot as well. 2, 3, put another double crochet in this same space here, single crochet in the next Y space, chain 5, single crochet in the next Y space, chain 5, and put a single crochet in the next space here, this space here we are repeating what we've done here. Put 1 double crochet, make 1 picot, 1, 2, 3, and make a slip stitch here, put another double crochet in the same space, and a picot, followed by a picot, get to the next in the next space here, put 2 double crochets, and the first one you're going to put after the first double crochet, make a picot, followed by another double crochet. Do not make a picot after this one, so I want to make it clear to you that it should be 3 picots at each of this stage. Okay, then you single crochet in this space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next space. We are repeating what we've done here, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in this space here, repeat what we've done here and here. Please continue like that till the end of the round. Here finalizing with round 4, chain 5, 5, and there is this Y stitch here, the last one, but you're not slip stitching in it. You insert putting a single crochet in this stitch here. There is 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and you're putting it in here, single crochet. For the next round, start with a chain of 5, turn your work and put a single crochet in this chain of 5 space. Chain 10. And single crochet in this space. Chain 5, single crochet in this next space here, the chain of 5, chain 10, and single crochet in this space. So again, chain 5, single crochet in the next space. So you're going to continue doing this. When you reach here, you chain 10 and single crochet in the next space. To get to the next space, you chain 5, single crochet here, and then chain 10. Continue like that till the end of the round. I'm finalizing round 5. A single crochet here, chain 2, put a double crochet in this third chain, this one here, for our next round, that is round 6. Chain 1, turn your work and put a single crochet in this first space here. In the next space right here, the 10 chains, put 2 double crochet clusters with a picot 9 times. This is what I mean. You yarn over and put 2 double crochets together, then make a picot 3 and put a slip stitch in the first chain stitch. Make another 2 double crochets together, then make a picot. So you continue like that until you continue like this in this space until your picots are 9. Next, we are putting a single crochet in the next space. In the big space here of the 10 chains, repeat what we've done here, putting 2 double crochets together, followed by a picot, and the picots should be 9. So that means you're doing it 9 times. Then with a picot, so repeat this all around, and after these 9 picots, in the next space you put a single crochet and continue. I've come to an end of round 6. Put a single crochet in this last space and then slip stitch in the second chain, chain 1 and cut off the yarn. This marks the end of our first part. Let's get to the next step. This is how our work looks so far. For the next step, we are working on the inside of the project. This is the top, and this is the inside. So go ahead and join your color. It should be the same color of this part. Join it here, the first space here. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there is these two spaces in between this and this one, these double crochets. You're going to put a double crochet in this second one here, this one here. So you yarn over and insert your hook in this first loop and the second one here. You see at the back, you see there is a loop remaining. So go ahead and work in these two loops. You put a double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, skip this stitch and put a double crochet in the next one, just like we've done in the previous one. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip the next stitch and put a double crochet in the next one. So continue like that until the end of this row. Your work should look like that. So if we put it down, it will be like this. I'm finishing off the round here, chain 2, and you're going to put a double crochet in this stitch here. The next round, chain 5, put a double crochet in this space here on top of this stitch, chain 2, 1, 2, and put a double crochet on top of this stitch, chain 2, put a double crochet on top of this stitch, so you please continue like this up to the end. When you come to an end here, you chain 2 and put a double crochet in the third stitch here of the 5 chains. You count 1, 2, 3, and in the third one here, you put a double crochet. Chain 5 to start to begin your row, next row. Turn your work and continue doing the same. So when you come back to finish off the 4th round, you still do the same what you've done here. You put a double crochet in the third chain. I've finished off my 4 rounds. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember, we are on the inside of the work. So we are joining it like this together. You're joining at the third stitch from here, 1, 2, and 3. So now we turn our work to the top. For our next round, after joining the work, you're going to repeat this row of 2 double crochets together, a picot and 2 double crochets together, chain 1 and do the same, and you're working that in these spaces here. Okay, after that repeat these rows here. So basically you're repeating these rows from row 2 onwards up to here. After you finish off, we meet there. I show you what to do next. If you want, you can refer back at the beginning of the video and repeat all this process. The only difference is when you reach here at the end, you have to make a slip stitch in these chains here that we made. Okay, so after end of the round, you make a slip stitch because now we are joining the work together. So I'm finishing off the round here. I'm doing a single crochet in the last chain space here. Slip stitch in the first stitch here of the 2 double crochets together. Chain 1 and cut off your yarn. So this is how our work looks like for now. We have 2 layers of the dress. For the next rounds, keep repeating row 7, that is the start of the net here, up to this level. So just quickly to show you how to start the net at this stage, you insert, you turn your work to the inside like this from the inside, and you see where we stopped at. You insert your hook, you hold your work like this from where this is where the net stopped and where we began our other work. So you put your work like this, join your yarn, please, in case you're using 2 colors, this net should be the same color like the red. If you want to change color, you start changing from this round here after the net. So go ahead, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, or you can use a double crochet. Then get in the next stitch here and put a double crochet, chain 2 1 2, look out for the next stitch and put a double crochet, chain 2 1 2, put a double crochet, we are making an increase, you chain 2 to make an increase and put a double crochet in the same space here, then chain 2, chain 2 and put a double crochet in the next stitch, so 1 2, chain 2, put a double crochet in the next space. So in the next one is where we make an increase, chain 2, and in this fourth one you make an increase, that is you chain 2 and put a double crochet in the same stitch. So continue like that. After the increase, make 3 more double crochets, and in the fourth one you make an increase. for this round. For the next round, do not make any increase, just go ahead and put a double crochets in each of the space. If you've not subscribed, please go ahead and do so, because I am cooking more ideas and you'll be amazed of what is coming your way. Please, I love being creative and I don't want to let you out of this amazing journey. Go ahead and subscribe, and if you've done so, you are amazing. Let's keep growing. Share the video with your friends and family, and let's get on this journey together. Then continue with these other steps from here up to here. That is round 2 up to round 6. This is how our work looks so far. For the next round, I'm going back to the inside, and we are starting from here, but from the inside. So hold your work like this, like we did in the previous round. Here in the first stitch, join your yarn, so go ahead, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, or you can use a double crochet. Then get in the next stitch here and put a double crochet, chain 2 1 2, look out for the next stitch and put a double crochet, chain 2 1 2, put a double crochet, we are making an increase. You chain 2 to make an increase and put a double crochet in the same space here, then chain 2, chain 2 and put a double crochet in the next stitch, so 1 2, chain 2, put a double crochet in the next space. So in the next one is where we make an increase, chain 2, and in this fourth one you make an increase like we did in the previous round. That is, you chain 2 and put a double crochet in the same stitch. So continue like that. After the increase, make 3 more double crochets, and in the fourth one you make an increase for this round. For the next round, do not make any increase, just go ahead and put a double crochets in each of the space. After the 4 rows of these chains, instead of using red, I joined black to finalize it. You can do that as well if you want. Change the color. Remember, I said you change the color at this level. The net must be the same color with the previous layer. So we are now working on the waist. Join your red color, and you start from the back here where it's split like this. Join your yarn, chain 1 and put a single crochet in this space. Put another single crochet. There is a space in between this, there is this and this space. These 2 spaces, in between there is a stitch here. I don't know whether you see it. That is where the chain space is from the back. So you're going to also put a single crochet. You just go in between these stitches here. You'll see the space here through the back. Then in the next space here, put 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. In between here, there is the stitch I've told you about. Just go ahead and insert your hook in here, here and through the back here. Put a single crochet, put 2 single crochets in the next space. Continue putting 1 single crochet in this space in between the 2 big spaces. So continue like that until you reach on to the other side here. I am finalizing with a round. Put a single crochet, another single crochet in the same space. Those are 2 single crochets in one space. Chain 1 and you can cut off the yarn. So for the next round, you're going to need 2 stitch markers. Me, I've used color white yarns, and you'll count from here. From each side, you're going to be counting 38. It's here, you put a stitch marker, you count 38 from this side as well, and put a stitch marker here. There will be 1 stitch remaining. So for our next round, insert our hook in this first stitch here. We are changing color, we're using black. That is from your right side of the work. Join your black color yarn, join your black colored yarn like that. Then chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this acts as a stitch. Put 1 double crochet in each of the next 28 stitches, starting with this one, the next one, I've put my 28 double crochets. So in the next 5 stitches, put 1 half double crochet in each. In the next 4 stitches, put 1 single crochet in each. 1, 2, 3 and 4. If you want, you can get out the stitch marker. I'll leave in mine. And then in this next space here, put a slip stitch that is in between the 2 stitch markers. The next space where the stitch mark is, put a single crochet and continue putting a single crochet in the next 3 stitches. This is 1, 2 and 3. In the next 5 stitches, put 1 half double crochet in each. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In the remaining stitches, that is from here up to the end here, put 1 double crochet in each. So I've reached at the end here. Chain 1, turn your work and put a double crochet in the first space here. In the next stitch, we are not working on top of the stitch, but rather we are working a front post double crochet. The next one we are putting a back post double crochet, followed by a front post double crochet. So continue like that for the next 25 stitches. For the next stitch, we are putting a front post half double crochet, not double but half double crochet, followed by a back post half double crochet, so repeat what we've done here for the next 3 stitches. Front post double crochet, followed by a back post double crochet, followed by a front post half double crochet. Do the same with the single crochets. Next stitch here, we are putting a back post single crochet, followed by a front post, followed by a back post single crochet, followed by a front post single crochet. Then in the next space here, the next stitch here that is in between the 2 stitch markers, you put a slip stitch, okay. Then in the next stitch here, we are putting a back post single crochet. It's a bit tight. Followed by a front post single crochet, a back post single crochet, a front post single crochet. Then in the next 5 stitches, we are repeating this but working in half double crochets. So we are putting a back post half double crochet, followed by a front post half double crochet, followed by a back post half double crochet. So you do this 5 times. Those are 3. 4 and 5. So in the rest of the stitches, you're putting the next stitch, put a front post double crochet, followed by a back post double crochet. So please continue like this for the rest of the stitches. Working in double crochets, you put 1 post double crochet followed by a back post double crochet. I've come to an end here, and in the last stitch, that is the 3 chains we made here at the beginning, you put a double crochet on top of the last chain. 1, 2, 3. So for the next round, chain 1, for the next round, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and this acts as a stitch. Turn your work, and in the next stitch here where there is a front post double crochet, put a front post double crochet. The next stitch, there is a back post double crochet. Go ahead and put a back post double crochet. So you're going to you're basically repeating the previous row, that is row 2. When you reach where we've used the half double crochet, go ahead and still use half double crochets. Where there is a single crochet, use a single crochet, and where there is a slip stitch here, that is in between the 2 stitch markers, go ahead and put a slip stitch and continue like that. I meet you at the end. I'm here at the end. Put a double crochet in the last stitch here, chain 1, and go ahead, cut off your yarn. The next step is to make the straps, and they should measure 13 inches. So To make the straps, go ahead and chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Count 4 stitches from the hook. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in the 5th one here, put a double crochet. Skip the next stitch and put a V-stitch in the last stitch. That is 1 double crochet, you chain 1 and put another double crochet in the same stitch, like that. So for the next round, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, add another one, 4, turn your work, and in this very space here, the first one, put a double crochet. So that creates a V-stitch. Okay. In the next space here, the next V-stitch, put a V-stitch, that is 1 double crochet, chain 1 and put another double crochet in the same space, like that. So for the next round, still chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and turn your work, and then put a double crochet in the same space here. Then put a V-stitch, that is 1 double crochet, chain 1, and put another double crochet in the same space. So you're going to continue like that until your work measures 13 inches. Then after, make another strap as well. Let me find you at the end of the 2 straps. I've finished up my 2 straps. Each of them measures 13 inches. So for the next step, this is where you will need your buttons and a sew-in needle. If you didn't leave a long string here, you can put a string. It should be red in color. The stitch where we slip stitched, that is the middle one. I've put a stitch mark. It's going to guide us on where to place our buttons. I've joined the crochet needle on the strap, so turn your work to the back like that. Count 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th one right here, right below it here, is where we are going to start joining our strap. This is at the back on the inside. Okay. So go ahead and sew it in. Sew it from end to end. And fasten it off. cut off the yarn. Please do the same with this side. You're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and around the 6th stitch here on the inside, you join your strap. So the next step is to add your button. So it should be right here in the middle of the 2 V stitches. So you have your string on the please make it very sturdy because this is a baby's dress. We don't want any hazards. Okay. Go ahead and sew in these ends. So if this is the middle of our work, we are putting the button in one of these holes from the stitch mark here on this side. I'll count 1, 2 and put it in the third one. Do the same with the other side. It's the stitch mark, I'll count 1, 2, 3 and put it in the third one. So that's our dress, and let's finish up the back. For the back here, you're going to sew in all these ends and then go ahead and put a button right here. That's all you need, and another button. But most of all, God loves you the most. Ciao.